Hey, what's up everybody? This is Mad Cop Exotics, and I'm going to be showing you a couple books today that I've picked specifically for reptiles, amphibians, and other terrarium animals. I the first book I ever got for any reptiles was the Little Blue Book, and what it is it's a book about the Cayman blue iguanas, and it is illustrated with some pictures of the blue iguana, just so you can see what they're like in their habitat and such. And I mean, it's all about a guy that goes into the Cayman Islands and basically figures out that blue iguanas are going extinct, and he's working on trying to bring them back, and has been quite successful. So it is based on a true story about a man in the Cayman Islands, and it's a great book, and I highly suggest this book. It's a great book. Then for a first beginner's field guide, I actually have Reptiles and Amphibians. It's the Golden Guide from St. Martin's Press, and if you see this right here, this is what it looks like. And you can actually pick this up at Barnes & Noble or any of your local bookstores or so. And then last book that I have with me is Terrarium Animals from A to Z. It's Compass Guides, and it's from Barron's. You can see right here. This overall is my favorite book on how to care for animals, because it's straight to the point, but it's not too specific about each animal. But there's quite a few different animals in here. Anything from reptiles, amphibians, arachnids, and invertebrates. How to set up your terrarium, what the sizes should be, and how big the animal gets, and what the care is. And I'll show you how the setup of the book is. Basically, you get a picture of your animal. We'll go over with the Chinese water dragon, okay? It says Chinese water dragon at the top, right there. You can see that. It'll show you the difficulty level of the animal. The activity is during the day, so it'll be a sun. The habitat, it has a little tree there, so it's arboreal. But it shows terrarium sizes, how to care for it, and their diet. Just pretty much a basic outline of how to care for the animal. So it's, like I said, this is probably my favorite book, just because there's over 200 pictures, as it says right here, of different animals, which I always like to see what the animal looks like. And they aren't illustrated, they're actual pictures taken of the animal in its natural habitat, and not in an enclosure or something like that. So, but yeah, I mean, this book you can pick up at any of your local bookstores. And it's a good book to add to your collection. But the Little Blue Book you would probably have to order online, just because it isn't. It was not printed in America. It's actually a South American book that you can probably find it in America now. I know that at the time I actually had to get it while my mom brought it back from a cruise whenever she went to the Cayman Islands, but it is a good book, though. I mean, I definitely suggest this book. But the last book that I suggest that I don't have with me is The Lizard King. And basically what it talks about is the traffic of illegal trade of animals, reptiles specifically. And it's pretty interesting, a pretty interesting book. I actually read it online, so I don't have the book. But it's you know, it's a pretty dang good book. But talks about the illegal traffic of animals, and how they come in from mainly in the Florida regions, and then spread out throughout America, and then what they do to the habitat around us whenever people release them back in the wild, such as like the Burmese python, alligators and crocodiles, how people release them in states that are not suitable for those creatures. So but yeah, if you have any questions about my books, just give a comment below or something like that. or personal message me if you. And I will probably have I will have a link below how to get the little blue book. I'll try to get a link on there to find that book. So, okay, well, thank you, and hope you have a nice day. So, peace out. This is Madcap Exotics.